You go to cover, nigga. I'm fist, nigga.
That nigga right there. Yeah, you do, nigga. Stop playing. Yeah, you do that. That nigga right there.
Y'all can address that, then stop looking for black people to be out there for y'all. Y'all are not black. Latinos, specifically Mexicans, Cubans, y'all are not black. You don't have the right to say that word. You do not come from a lineage of bondage. You do not come from a place where you were sold. Okay, you are not black. No matter how much you try to be a thug, you are not black. No matter how many times you hang around black people, you are not black. And if you are not an African American, a descendant from slavery, that word should never come out of your mouth. This is why most black people are not out there, on top of them being tired because we said we told you so. This is one of the reasons why we don't feel aligned with y'all, because of things like this. And it's not just them, because they learned it from somewhere. And I don't want to hear the excuse is a product of their environment, because baby, I grew up around Latinos, okay? I grew up around them, and none of them would ever use the N-word in front of me. And yes, I grew up in Houston. So don't bring the Texas shit in there either, because that's BS. They would get checked. And I do mean by the chin. Until y'all can address that shit, don't say nothing to black people. Fix your house first before you go outside.
We gotta fight, but we're not fighting for you. Where were y'all during George Floyd and all of the protests that we had? I ain't seen none of y'all on the front lines. I'm not saying nobody showed up. I'm saying you didn't lead the protest. Stop calling our name. Stop calling our number. Your phone call should have been on November 4th to be there on November 5th. And if you can't call all y'all family members who voted for this, all y'all cousins, all y'all folks, because I didn't realize y'all had so much internalized hate in the immigrant community. I didn't know that was a thing, that people would be like, I got here the right way, and if you came here not the right way, I'm okay with you getting locked up. Black people don't do that shit, because I think the difference is we don't have no breakdown of Mexico, from Cuba, from Brazil, and if you take outside of the black community, you have other, different communities that are immigrants. This is an immigrant problem. We're not immigrants. And
just last week, y'all had black fatigue. Just last week, every other demographic who wasn't black, y'all had black fatigue. Now y'all are demanding black bodies to be put on the front line. There's other ways to protest. There's other ways to help. But I find it kind of insane that all of you had black fatigue, but now y'all need black people help. Why is the majority not asking the Asian community for help? Why is the majority not asking the Pacific Islander community for help? Why does everything always have to fall on black people? Especially when y'all have so much fatigue, right? Our existence bothered y'all so much just last week. Y'all had all this black fatigue because we told y'all stop saying the N-word in rap songs. You know what I'm saying? Stop wearing our women's box braids. Stop trying to wear fake dreadlocks. You ain't black. You ain't.
Greetings, family. So many Latinos are calling for unity, urging black Americans to stand with them in protest. But the response from many in the black community has been loud and clear. This is not our fight. Why are some black folks refusing to join this protest? And is this a division, a symptom of deeper issues that have gone ignored for too long? Let's talk about it.
The amount of people who are intentionally trying to gaslight black Americans into getting into these protests and getting into a fight that is not ours. It is not ours. I do not want y'all to ever feel like we have something against immigrants, because that ain't the issue. That ain't never been an issue. The issue is black people, black Americans specifically, our bodies have always been used as shields. And in 2025, we done learned, and we are choosing to protect ourselves, protect our peace, protect our lineage. Because let me tell you something. Y'all already know what would happen if a whole bunch of us decided today that we was going to get the fuck up and go down there and get in them streets. Y'all know just as well as we know what the fuck will happen. We've done it before. You hear me? We've done it before. And I'm saying we because I've actually done protests. I have a real issue with people, especially those who have been able to come to this country and do well for themselves and then try to make it seem like we're wrong for not wanting to get into these fights. Because here's the real truth. Here's the hard truth. As black people, we fighting every day. Every time we wake up and our fucking feet hit the floor, it's a fight. It's a fight because the entire system is structured and has been structured on our backs and against us. They used us to build the fucking system against us. Point blank period. Okay? We have a fight every day. We're tired. We're tired. And a lot of our generation, millennials and younger, we've learned. Oh, we've learned. We know better. And we telling the elders, y'all, sit down. Sit down. That's the problem. Y'all used to us being emotionally reactive to everybody else's fucking causes and issues. And that ain't no shit, no shade to any of the people who have to endure any encounter with ICE. Because let me tell you something. What I know I have the capacity to do is when this shit started happening, when they started coming to Chicago, the first thing I did was call my Latino friends. I called them to check on them. I checked on their families. I checked on the people that I used to work with. I know what I have the capacity to do. I'll fuck with those that fuck with me.
Think about what you guys are asking Black Americans to co-sign. You are asking Black Americans to co-sign people coming over here illegally, getting money, housing, food, education, and medical care, while Black Americans are the most homeless population in America. Y'all want us to go out there and put boots on the ground to help them stay over here, again, when they didn't come over here the right way, while our people suffer? What sense does that make? And the audacity of y'all to think that we should be out there doing that when y'all don't do it for us. See, again, y'all know we want reparations, and a lot of y'all that are protecting what's going on in Los Angeles, especially, and now all over the country, y'all tell us no. Y'all don't deserve reparations, but yet y'all asking us to go do something for you when you won't do it for us.
Latinos, you know, us Black people not protesting with you is keeping you all alive and safe, to be honest with you, because this present administration is already ready to declare martial law. And the one thing that we have learned from history is that racist white folk get agitated if they see a group of Black people marching and protesting something. Definitely, do you know the magnitude of danger it would put you all in if we out there? See, history has already proven how the white power structure feels about Black people protesting. I've done numerous videos showing what happened during the civil rights movement. See, we haven't pulled out water hoses and dogs in a very long time. But see, you don't know what this president is capable of. And I'm telling you now, you complain and talking about you want us out there with you. No, you don't. Because the one thing that white America hates more than Latino people is Black people. History has shown it. So again, we're going to keep praying for you. But you don't really want us out there. Because I'm telling you, if hundreds of thousands of Black people get together out there in them streets with you, you're going to be in danger, baby. And not from us, but from the white power structure.
Black people, this y'all fight too. We need to stand together and stand up. Y'all used to be illegal. Y'all should understand. We in the same boat. No, we ain't finna do that. No, we ain't finna do that. First and foremost, I will politely and respectfully decline. I may not be speaking on behalf of all Black people. I will speak on my family. Respectfully, we decline. That ain't got nothing to do with us. It ain't my fight. That ain't my battle. Secondly, to bring up that at one point we used to be illegal, and that's why we should understand that y'all in the same boat. Huh? One side is by choice. The other side is as far away as possible from the word choice. So what are we? I ain't even finna let y'all get that off. That's crazy. And this is not to downplay what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, y'all got this going on. We had that going on. I'm not trying to say one trumps the other, but you feel what I'm saying? It's different. Then every time you talk to somebody about why Black people need to join in and all that, the first thing they do is bring up ancestors and history lessons on us, on Black people. I'm like, bro, what? What? Ancestors? We're talking about something that happened hundreds of years ago where a whole bunch of stuff already went down to make them legal. And now we're talking about 4 to 5 generations down from now, and here I am. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Everything has already happened for me to be a legal citizen. Like, what are we talking about? Again, I'm not trying to downplay the situation, none of that. You know what I mean? Whatever y'all want from America, whatever y'all trying to fight for, all that, you know what I mean? All I can say is good luck to you. But to say that, like, I'm obligated to come and help, or I should join in and help, I got to respectfully disagree on that one.
Latinos are inherently racist. I can't believe I'm having this conversation again, but I just seen a video of a Cuban girl who is, might I add, white passing as all hell. And yes, I said Cuban, so it's pretty self-explanatory as to why she thinks the way she does, because Cubans are one of the worst. And this is coming from a Latina, so I'm gonna yap and talk my shit, okay? The fact that she thought it was cool to literally broadcast that she says the N-word and she doesn't see the issue with it and that you guys are just crybabies is absolutely insane. Girl, you literally will never understand, because the color of your skin lets you into places and spaces that make you feel comfortable. You literally have found proximity to white people, and in that proximity, you became weird. But need I remind people yet again, proximity does not equal whiteness. At the end of every single day, you are still a Latina, even if it doesn't really show. And at the end of every day, they think they should deport you. But you feel like because you came here legally, like, let's not use that word too loosely, that you're one of the privileged ones. When on any given day, a Caucasian person wouldn't be able to tell the difference between you and a Mexican, a Puerto Rican, a Ecuadorian, whatever have you. We are one and the same. But you found this new proximity that makes you feel like you are not. And it's honestly just gross. It's really, really gross. And doing it for clicks and views and just being an overall moron in your stance is just weird. But once again, Cuban from Florida. Do I need to say more?
Respectfully, I have a question for the Black community. Videos are getting on my nerves. You guys have a lot of smoke for Black people. I don't know. Y'all think of us as almost like the Avengers for civil rights, but for nothing else. And you didn't acknowledge us when we told y'all asses to remind you they had y'all and your kids in cages last time. I never thought y'all was this stupid. And I never thought y'all were this racist within the Latino community, that you would ignore the citizens that got the rights for you to be here and ignore them. But Latinos for Trump proved us wrong. And I just feel like it's so funny. Y'all feel safe enough to call out us, but you ain't saying nothing to MAGA, and you're not saying anything to the Asian community. I've not seen one video directed towards the Asian community to come together. They're minorities. Y'all forgot about them? Black people supposedly only make up 13% of this country year after year, which is, I don't believe it, but I think for the Latinos, and I have Latino people that I care deeply for, but if I did not know you before November 5th, I don't need to know you now. And I think that's what y'all don't understand. We don't need to come together with you. We tried to come together with you. We didn't vote for Kamala because she was Black. We voted for her because she was for democracy. At the most basic tenets. She wasn't going to rile you up and go to your children's graduations and break your car windows to drag you in front of your families out of this country. I mean, people like to talk about Obama deported more people than Trump can barely get. But we didn't see any of this, and social media existed. No one was saying they were being targeted or harmed in this way. No one said they weren't able to go to court. No one said they were getting shipped on planes to places they're not even from, sentenced to life imprisonment. Y'all risked y'all livelihood. And the people who are trying to come after us saying, what you think gonna happen once he done with us? We're citizens. Now, whatever they choose to do with that is what they choose to do. But we're citizens. Me and mine. We been here. We built the country. We built the White House. So, I mean, we got what we got too. We gonna have to fight like we gotta fight. But we're not fighting for you. We're not immigrants. And I think that's what y'all forgot. Black people are not immigrants. We're citizens. So why y'all keep trying to come together with us? We really ain't your market. You really need to be coming together with other groups of immigrants. Because that's the problem. Immigration is the issue. We didn't mind you being here. We didn't mind you having the respect that you deserve. We didn't mind democracy working so that you could have a path here, because truly, I think the issue is that ultimately we don't owe you guys anything.
The refusal by Black Americans to join protest against ICE raids isn't rooted in a lack of empathy. It's rooted in experience. For decades, Black people have expected to show up, speak up, and put their bodies on the front lines of every justice movement, often with little or no reciprocity. When the tables turn, when unarmed Black men and women are gunned down, why is the overwhelming Latino support? When the Black communities cry out loud about mass incarceration, redlining, police brutality, why is solidarity suddenly silent? Many Black Americans are saying enough with being the moral backbone of every civil rights struggle. They are tired of being gaslighted into fighting for everyone else while their own pain is dismissed, minimized, or ignored. They are not avengers of civil rights. They are human beings fighting their own battles every single day. This moment is a reckoning. It's a call for all marginalized groups to reflect not just on shared struggles, but on the lack of mutual solidarity. If you want real unity, it has to be built on truth, respect, and reciprocity, not guilt-tripping and emotional blackmail. So before you ask Black folks to show up for you, ask yourself, where have you shown up for them? Thank you so much for tuning in to this video. If you found value in what you shared, kindly consider subscribing and turn on notifications so you never miss any update from my videos. Your support really means a lot, and it helps us keep bringing you more insightful content. Thanks again, and see you in the next video.